Good morning and welcome back to the Ultimate Hobby Workshop build. So today it's going to be kind of scary because at one point during the build, they had to bring in some materials over the top of our house with this big, huge crane. So we're going to look at that. I got some really good video of that. Also, we're going to do the framing, going to put the walls up, the sheathing, the roof, the shingling the roof. And then at the end of the day, we're going to be able to see what the shop looks like painted because they do the exterior paint. Now, it's not done because there's a whole bunch of stuff to do on the inside of the shop, but that's for next week. So today we're just going to start with framing. Here we go. So one thing that's easy to see right here is we are doing 2x4 construction, and that may be different depending on the area you live in. 2x4 construction is fine for something that's not going to be inhabited. If it's going to be like a mother-in-law or a small house, you need to have 2x6. That's just the standard in Washington State where we live. So this is the first wall going up, and one of the things that was changed from the plans is the location of the door. The door's position was actually moved slightly to the right so that it aligns with the door coming out of our garage. And that was just a suggestion from the contractor. Doesn't make any problems or anything with all the signed off permitting that I did, but it allows for direct entry from the house.
The first wall.
With the major framing begun, you can see one of the changes that I made in the plans. The plans called for 8-foot ceilings. I opted for 10-foot ceilings. 10-foot ceilings were just such a great thing. That was suggested by my father-in-law because when you're moving wood around inside of a shop, having that extra height allows you to really take a long piece of board or lumber and flip it around without knocking into your ceiling. There's just really not too many things that are more exciting than seeing the framing come up. You know, we've been working on this thing for 12, 15 days, but the planning started quite a few months ago. So to see these walls go up, to see the space now defined is a really exciting thing. One of the other changes to the shop was to have a large set of double doors in the back. Now, the original plans called out to have one whole wall as a garage door, but that's not allowed unless you have a driveway, and we didn't want to do that, so I supplemented, needing to get large things in and out of the shop with a set of double doors. So later on, you'll see us place French doors in here, and that allows me to move equipment in and out, to move large boards and stuff like that in and out without just, destroying the jamb of a standard size door. Now, I need to say, I did not put him up here. I was out in the shop just looking around, kind of because we've got all four walls up now. And I just kind of wanted to see what it looked like inside and get the feel for it. And then all of a sudden I look up and Oscar is on the top of these 10-foot walls. Now that's 2x4, so he's just trotting around there having a great time. As I said at the very beginning, as soon as we started building, he seemed to take ownership of this entire construction. And this is just one of the favorite things that he did while we were building. I eventually did get him down from there, but he was just happy as a clam, just running around the top of that sill before I got him down. So once all four walls were up and all the door and windows had been cut out as to where they're at, I decided, I just needed to see what it would be like to work in here, because that's the other thing. I'm building a 10x10 office in the corner so that I can work from home. It's kind of like you get a new car, and so you can't drive it because it's just late at night. So you go out in the garage and sit in it. That's the same thing I'm doing here. And Oscar felt the exact same way. We both liked being in the shop. We liked the space itself. And so there was a lot of that until it was finished. Next, a little internal bracing, and they're also going to start with just the rough framing of my office in the corner because we've got the roof trusses coming in. So those are on the way. Guys came in, threw this stuff up, got it all ready, and then the truss truck arrived. Now, during the entire build, there weren't too many things that were, get you a little nervous, but this was definitely one of them. What they're going to do is he's going to lift this all the way up and then fly these trusses over the top of the house. That was a little unnerving. I got to tell you, they did a wonderful job. Very careful, very slow, took their time. There was nothing that they left to chance. Everything was calculated. But I got to tell you, this is not a full 3-story house, but it's kind of like a 2.5-story house. So it was pretty high up there. And so they brought these in, like I said, swung them over the top of the house and then dropped them just beautifully right on top of the shop where they needed them. With the trusses all put in place, now it's time to just finish up the framing of my 10 by 10 office. It's the following day, and the guys, they showed up pretty darned early. They can't start work too early, but they were doing all their prep, getting everything ready. And as soon as they were able to start working, man, they took no time at all to get these trusses set in. And I got to tell you, I've done some pretty squirrely stuff in my life, but holy cow, these guys setting these trusses in, that is a skill all in of itself. These guys did an amazing job. There's 3 guys on the truss team, and 2 guys up top, 1 guy down below. Of course, our other contractors were there, but they just stood back and let these guys do their job. Okay, so as you see here, I've got a special truss. I actually wanted storage up above, not just, holding up the roof. So that's what this center space is for. I can walk all the way down and access things that I've stored within the attic. Now, it's been a while, so I don't exactly remember when these gentlemen got here, but it is not even noon. And the roof has, all the trusses have been set. And now they're just working on like bracing, and then they're going to go into the fascia, the soffits, sheathing, the whole thing. Here's another change that my contractor came up with, and what it is a dormer over the main entrance of the shop. In the original plans, it just had the door on the side. But he said, it's going to look a lot nicer if we put a little bit of a dormer there, makes it a little bit more official. And so while the guys were up top doing all of that truss work and stuff like that, they were working on footings and getting these beams up for this beautiful dormer that they were able to put in. With the roof on and ready, then we brought in another lift, a different crew, and this is, him stacking that stuff up on the roof, getting it ready for the roofers the following day. With the roof guys started up top, my contractor then, said, hey, it's time to put in doors and windows. So all the exterior windows were being put in at the same time the roof is being put up topside. Did not take long for either the windows, doors, or the roof, and pretty soon it really started looking like a completed shop. Now the siding actually took, that was one of the longer things because they put this stuff on there. They had to use caulking in between everything. It was pretty wild watching these guys work. Boy, I'll tell you, it really made a difference looking at the sides of this shop with that siding on it. Now we get into the painting, and I'm really excited because we matched the paint to our house, and frankly, I think it looked a little bit better than the house once it was painted. The other thing that I thought was a little bit weird is they did the trim first. I always thought you would do, the main color and then do the trim afterwards, but no, they did the trim color first, which is a stark white, and then they came back in and sprayed the main color. which again matches our house. And once this was actually done, we looked at the house and said, heck, I think we need to paint the house too. So as soon as that was done, we went ahead and had the same contractor that painted the shop repaint the house, because we hadn't done it in a while. And man, I gotta tell you, it just looks awesome. So that's it. The exterior is done. And so what we're going to look at next week is the interior. And there's a bunch to do in there, because once we got the interior painted, I took over and started doing my own work. So I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you have questions about any part of the build, even, the first part, which was the permitting process, stuff like that, please ask, because it was a really neat learning experience and something that I want to share with anybody who's interested in building their own shop. I hope you have a wonderful week. We'll see ya.